What's going on, guys? OneEyedBandit back again with yet another video talking about more Dragon Ball FighterZ. And yes, it's that time of the year again. No, I'm not talking about Christmas, but I'm talking about tier list time. And you know, with everything going around, everybody has their tier list and they are putting them out and showing the world them. I will be honest, I don't like to do tier lists, mainly because they're so subjective. Everybody has an opinion. Everybody wants to put their opinion out there. Everybody plays other characters differently, and some people see things that other people's don't. That's just how it works. And for me, you know, I have my opinion as well. And so today I'm going to put together my personal tier list because, you know, it's just time. I guess it's just time. It's been a while since I've done my own, but I think what I'm going to do is actually put this together and then come right back and then explain why I put mine the way I did. But I will say real quick is this is how I am going to list them off. Top 5, S plus, A, and B, and I may add another one being bottom 5 or something like that. If I don't, I don't. If I do, I'll let you guys know back in the editing process. But here I go. And so we are back with the finished tier list that I have created. Now, as I speak to you guys, there's obvious things that could possibly be switched around, but I do want to tell you guys that this is in no way, shape, or form ordered. Well, top 5 for me is ordered, and maybe a little bit of S plus is ordered as well. A is definitely not, and B, I mean, these characters just don't quite have what it takes to even be mentioned in this tier list at all, really. But let's just go over it real quick. The top 5 characters in the game for me: UI Goku, Z Broly, Kid Buu, Gotenks, as well as Teen Gohan. Now, UI Goku, nothing really has to be said. They made this character to be broken. This character is absolutely godlike. He has so many tools that can just destroy you at any moment's notice. This character is snapped. Of course, I play him, I would know, and it doesn't take much to be snapped with this character. He is going to inevitably get a nerf, and I hope it doesn't kill him, but we have to look to the future because it most likely will happen. This character has won the most recent finals, Japan finals, and this character was in about 80% of people's teams all throughout the playoffs, the championships, everything. This character is amazing, and there's no reason for him to not be top 1 in the game. Now, let's just move on real quick, because if it were up to me, I would definitely put Z Broly at 1. But for all the things UI Goku has, he is pretty much a direct counter to Z Broly, so it makes sense to put UI Goku top 1. But Z Broly for me is just a menace online, and that's mainly because online is insane. You can't really play online because Z Broly is he's the master of online, honestly. He has that 17 frame command grab that is unreactable. You have to literally just guess if your opponent is going to do it. He has the best ki blast in the game. He can just pretty much destroy everybody else's ki blast. He has the zoning. They made him a crazy grappler and a zoner, which doesn't make much sense, but he has that. He has the armor on everything. This character is the best character in the game. Like, he's the best matchup for everybody on the roster is pretty much what I'm trying to say, except for UI Goku. UI Goku is pretty much the exception, but this character is snapped. He's crazy. You should all know this by now. Kid Buu. This guy is the unnerfable. They have nerfed this character so many times only for him to rise back up out of the ashes like a phoenix. He is amazing, and he will probably never stop being amazing until they do some major changes to his kit in a season 4 or Dragon Ball FighterZ 2, whichever we get. This character is always going to be top tier. He has not stopped being top tier since the game came out, and he is continuing to be top tier. Gotenks is a newly added one, but for me, this character has been good all along. Now, if you guys don't know, I always mention this guy on my channel, Bobby Light. He's one of my closest friends on FighterZ. He is amazing at Gotenks. He plays Gotenks very, very well, and it's his favorite character in the game. So for me, I've noticed Gotenks' growth from the time this character was new in the game to the time he is now snapped. I've known this character, and for me, this character has always been good because Bobby is just that good with him. So with every update and patch and buff this character gets, he gets more and more crazy. He has that Ghost Oki mix that can mix your shit pretty much. He has that. He has the crazy EX Miracle Punch damage that for whatever reason hasn't been nerfed yet, but most likely will be, because I feel like it's a glitch, because the damage on that it's a little too insane. They need to tone it down for sure. And does that make him like broken, snapped? Hell yeah, probably. But Gotenks he's always been a really, really good character, and at a time he was still one of the best characters in the game. There was a point where he could do a triple overhead on you because his normal light in the air that would staircase you down, you have to block all of that high because it will hit. Like, all of those were overheads. It's just insane. He has one of the fastest beams in the game. People have been sleeping on this character for a long time, and he has had tools that have made him amazing forever, but now they are just now being highlighted because of the things like his new re-jump combo that he can do. These are things that this character, he couldn't do before, but these are new things that make him great, right? He's always been pretty damn good for me. And last but not least, we have Teen Gohan. There's not much that needs to be said about this character. He's really, really good. He has the best auto combo in the game, in my humble opinion. He has some of the best options for he has some of the best Oki options when it comes to knocking your opponent down in the corner. This character is just really, really good. And honestly, I feel like he can almost be swapped out with almost anybody from S+. But for me, just that auto combo alone and the damage he can output has him in my personal top 5. But anyways, guys, let's move on to the S+ list. And for a lot of people, I feel like S+ and A are always the most controversial. You can always take out a person from A, in my case, and swap them out for a person of S+, right? It always goes hand in hand. But if I can truly speak about S+ tier, I'm going to start with Bardock, who, again, this S+ isn't necessarily all the way ordered. Mainly in the middle here is where I get a little mixed up. But for the most part, these three here, Bardock, Android 21, and Goku Blue, these are definitely ordered. Now, Bardock is probably the most controversial on the S+ side of things, mainly because there has been rumblings in the community that this character is no longer top tier, which is insane because Bardock honestly is the father of Dragon Ball FighterZ as a whole. This character plays the game of Dragon Ball FighterZ so well. Since the start of the game, since the time he's come out, he has been amazing, and he's been one of those characters that has been very, very hard to nerf, and they have done it successfully. It almost seems like within season 3.5. Now, Bardock, his quarter circle forward medium has a way more landing recovery, meaning it's harder to kind of get mixed off of that move. But at the same time, he still has that plus on block move. This character still has some of the best buttons in the game when we talk about pure frame data. He has all of these things. He has some of the best stagger pressure that you can possibly get. He's still amazing, and with assist, he's just there. This character, he's not like some mix machine, but he just plays fighters in the best way, and he has some of the best tools that you can possibly want for a character, and for that, he just belongs in S+. Like he just does. Of course, you can maybe possibly put him down here at the beginning of A, which does make a lot of sense, but for me, it makes more sense to keep him last on S+, because he's just there. For me, the best way to explain it for me is that characters have just been getting better than Bardock. nobody is, well, more characters have been discovered mainly. I guess I can say that. But Bardock he's always been top tier. It's just that more characters are finding newer things. People are finding newer things with other characters that make them rise above. And so it puts Bardock in this weird state that sadly drops him down here. But the best thing about this is there's no more talks about how Bardock is just crazy snapped anymore. I can literally play this character in peace without having people say this character carries me. And that's amazing because Bardock is my favorite character. And yeah, man. But anyways, guys, Android 21, let's talk about her real quick. She's amazing. She has probably the best level 3 Oki in the game right now. She's fantastic, has a lot of different tools, and most people who play this character are going to downplay her, saying she needs buffs. Of course, shout out to Besu, but in all actuality, this character is really good and has been for a decent amount of time. But I'm sure she could still use some more buffs, maybe, but she's just really good. Goku Blue is in the very same ballpark. This character, man, this character is funny because Goku Blue and Vegeta, base Vegeta, are pretty much the same character, and nobody has realized that for a very long time, except for your boy here. Now, again, let's go back to Bobby Light real quick. Bobby is a guy who used to main both of these characters, still mains Goku Blue a little bit, but for the most part, right, he used to main both of these guys. Both of these guys have loops in the corner mainly. Both of these guys have an EX side switching move. Base Vegeta's got nerfed, and I'm not gonna say it was nerfed into the ground, but it heavily nerfed him. The recovery on it is terrible. Blue Goku over here, he got a slip and slide. They let him slide through the cracks. His EX move, there's almost no recovery to it. He can do it and reflect you, and he's just in a safe space. This character is stupid. He does an amazing amount of damage. He has a really good command grab. Again, maybe unreactable at that. This character is stupid, and nobody has realized it for a long time, maybe until Hook Gang God, who is also now contemplating dropping him for UI Goku, which is just crazy. Again, base Vegeta, you know, he was on the rise last season when Sonic Fox, you know, just went crazy with him, saying how this character was top tier and not knowing that these characters were literally almost pretty much the same. GT Goku really ran the season in season 2, and through a couple of nerfs, mainly his Spirit Bomb mix, that is what made this character drop down the tier list. But other than that, some of his tools he still has, and he's still really good. Base Goku, not much needs to be said about him. He has the Spirit Bomb damage. He's the best anchor in the game, point blank period, to me at least. He has that Kaioken, and he just can go crazy with it. Piccolo, oh man, this character is great. Hook Gang God can show you how good he is. Cell has always been good. Was hurt for a little bit there around season 2, but got a lot better. Fat Boo, amazing. If you guys didn't know this is a sleeper character. Now, there are definitely characters on this list, and Fat Boo is one of them. Characters that I never touched, I probably will never touch, but just seeing how people can get mixes with this character and put the time and the work in to actually play this character, he's godlike. And nobody knows it because you do have to put time in and know how to play this character to really make the most out of him. But he can be really good if you really do put that time in, and that is why he is in S+ to me. Android 18's in S+ mainly because of her EX Android 17 call that she can do and get this mix. That's absolutely insane. She's great. Honestly, she's just great. I'm tempted to actually put her down in A, but I won't. I am not gonna really go over A. The thing with A tiers are they are good characters, but obviously with assist and how you truly play them will make them the character that you personally want. Granted, some of these guys have really great tools, like Trunks, for instance. He has his flip mix, and with some of the most deadly assists in the game, like Kid Buu A, like Bardock B, like Roshi B, he can be a mix-up monster. He can be really good for it. Other characters like Vegeta Blue, to me, who is pretty overrated in my personal opinion, he does have, you know, Ki Blast that he can confirm off of and still get a sliding knockdown, confirm into level 1, confirm into Big Bang attack. To me, it's just a bunch of overratedness. Of course, the character can be good, and I'm sure people know how to be good with the character, but I still think he needs a lot more than what he got. He, like, I don't know. I just don't know what to really say about him, because I would love to genuinely enjoy this character, but he doesn't quite have what he needs to. Maybe if they make Big Bang attack way faster, like his 2H, like if you could call out Big Bang like his 2H, and actually react to a super dash that way, that would make him probably snap. But for the most part, to me, Blue Vegeta is just overrated, honestly. Gohan, how the mighty have fallen, right? Captain Ginyu is one of those guys that's just, he can be really stupid, honestly. He can move up in the tier list depending on who is playing him. Tien is one of those characters, really good anchor. Gogeta Blue got significant buffs, used to be in the bottom 5, but significant buffs allowed him to be raised in the tier list. Same thing with Jiren, who was also really good this season. Most of these A tier characters, just 1 or 2 buffs will have them being some of the best characters in the game. As it stands right now, though, they are where they are, and they deserve to be where they are, and I will not argue it, because basically when this video is done uploading, I will let you guys have at it in the comment list. I literally don't care after this. This is my personal opinion, and what you have to say about it is up to you. But anyways, guys, if you enjoy this stupid short little, is it going to be short? I don't even know how much this is going to be edited, but if you enjoyed this tier list video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Please remember that God and anime are always on your side. Please come join the Bandit Army. That is all I got for you. Peace out.